Okay, it's been a while. Feels like longer than it has been. I feel like I've been out for a month. That's only been 2 and a bit weeks. Yeah. January did not go how I thought it was going to. I mean, I knew it was going to be hot. I knew I was going to struggle with that. But I didn't realise how burnt out I've made myself. With the 71 days in a row of walking, then leading up to Christmas and walking all through that. And for November, December and January I've been grieving certain things. And then January got some more distressing news, and for me that was just it. I was done. I was done. I tried to keep my food diary going, but even that became just too much. I had no executive function left. I was also enjoying holidays. Daughter was on school holidays, the summer holidays. They have 6 weeks off. Hubby also took 2 weeks off in that time. We thought we'd be going places and doing things, but we're all burnt out. We're all really burnt out. Hubby hadn't had a vacation in 2 years. Last time he did was when his sister came over to visit from the US, so that was nice. But he hasn't had a holiday since. And in the heat has been really awful this summer. It's been hot and hot nights, hot days, hot nights, so it's been no chance to cool off. COVID was going around again. Some places had the measles that come in from overseas on airplanes, so we really just didn't want to go out and risk even going to the swimming pool or anything, because it was just don't catch anything. So we've stayed home mostly, which has been nice. We've done jigsaw puzzles, we've played games, we've watched a lot of telly, catching up on anime series that we all love. Daughter's introduced hubby to some new ones he hadn't had time to see yet, so that's been really good. And the other reason I didn't was I burnt out at all. I mean, I knew I was tired, I knew I was exhausted, I knew I'd had a hard year. But I didn't know how burnt out I was until hubby was home. And anyone who has a spouse that works long hours, even though you're not a single parent, you're the at-home parent, you're the go-to parent, you're the one that knows the routines. You're the one that does all the executive function up here because you know everything that needs to be done and in what order and stuff. Hubby does his fair share and beyond sometimes, but I'm the one with the executive function. He also has ADHD, so a lot of the executive function is on me. So when he got home, it was just, my body went this to everything and decided it was going to nap every day. Every day I've been napping 2 hours, 4 hours, sometimes one day it was 6 hours. So that's another reason we haven't gone anywhere. I don't think I've been exhausted. We've all been exhausted. He's had naps. He's had multiple days of naps. Daughter even had a couple of naps. Especially on a really hot day, it just knocked us out. It was just awful. Because we're not sleeping at night then too, with the heat waves and stuff. We've all had a hard year, really hard year. So, all of that to say, I'm over that initial hump of the grief, the new distressing news and everything. Got over that. Not over it, but over the initial punch in the face. And daughter goes back to school next week, so I'm hoping to get some more content out, and trying to get my new routines running, because I need routines. I've realised I need routine. I need routine. I can't count calories anymore at the moment. I am burnt out. That is just too much executive function. One thing that has been helping with, I've been keeping up with my water intake, because I got something from my parents that was really awesome for Christmas. It's a 2-litre thermos. So I've been filling that up with my water in the morning. Whether I add ice to it or not doesn't matter, because then it stays cool for the rest of the day. And I don't know if I'm too hot to get off the couch, too tired to get off the couch. They're busy doing stuff. I don't want to ask them to get me a drink. I can just literally, turn the lid and pour it into my big old mug. And I'm getting my minimum of my 2 litres of water a day. I can pour a little bit, so if I don't want it, if it's even too heavy for me to pick up, if I'm too tired to pick up a full mug, I can then rest the thermos on the side and just lean that as well. So that has been really, really helpful. And then in winter, I can fill it with my hot herbal tea. So fluid there, win-win. So that's been really good. That's something I've been keeping on top of, is my water. So yeah, my executive function is just right now. So something I'll be doing is going back to something I used to do years ago, which is these. This is something I used to do a long time ago. They've been on my fridge for ages. Now these are meal plans. This is the way I used to meal plan. That was breakfast. This is lunch. I probably won't be using lunch as much because I'm hoping to make lunch boxes. And this is the dinner. So as you can see, it's the protein and the carbohydrate. This was back when we all used to eat. And you take one off and you put it back on. This is when we used to eat the same meals. So I could do this. It made meal planning so much easier. We could swap and change what we wanted. Start at the end of the week and choose what we all want. And just go. And then I didn't have to think about what it was. All I needed to do was the veggies for the day. Same with my lunch. I could figure out what I want for lunch. Now for breakfast, I'm having to add in the protein shakes and the Vitabrits that I now currently, as part of my diet. Those things are my daily charts of things I do, my daily tasks that I do. One for body care and one for chores and things that I need to do. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go back to start using those as well. So yeah, I'm just simplifying everything down to the evening meals of the meal plan. They're just for me. That way I can save executive function for helping daughter with her dinner, doing other things that I need to do. So if I remove my own meal, because at this time, if I was feeling like this in years past, we'd go to light and easy. I'd go light and easy. But the price of that is just astronomical, and it's out of our budget range right now. So I'm trying to take what I love out of that, which is the not having to think. Just at the start of the week, I choose the menus and things and go, right? Some of those meals come already cooked, but that's okay, because some of them I have to cook. I have to prepare the breakfast. I have to assemble the lunches and things. And I can do that with things that I have in the fridge, or at the start of the week I can go, okay, need this many boiled eggs, need this. I can make them just by looking at this chart. It will remove that some of the executive function of the meal planning from myself, because daughter's wanting to cook more in the of her own meals and help out with stuff like that. So that some of the executive function will be going to teaching her how to make her own lunch boxes. I mean, she knows how to, but she always needs a refresher at the start of every year. But she also wants to be more involved in making the foods for her lunch boxes, like the meatballs, and cooking more dinners and gaining even more independence than she's already got. So it's one of my executive functions going to be going to that, to helping her learn stuff. So I won't have much left for myself, food executive function wise. So, and they worked, those things on the freezer, they are what helped me get down the first 20 kilos that I did. Using those was amazing. So I'm going back to the tried and true method. I have a rough idea of what I eat, calorie amount per day. I know what things are, so I don't really need to count those anymore. Doing it for December and January really helped. First half of January really helped with that. I'm going to continue the food diary because I enjoy that on Instagram. That's fun. As long as I take the calorie counting out, then that's not fun. So yeah, I still haven't forgotten I need to unbox the Christmas stuff that I got. One of the things was the thermos though, but I've been using that. So and with hubby's last few days of his holidays, he's going to help me set up a little area for me, for my exercise space. Then I can decorate it as I want over time. I'll be sharing daughter's music room to do that. So I have to negotiate space there, how I can figure out how to put things in there, and because I need my own space, I need exercise space, especially I can't get outside, it's too hot. I need to be able to exercise in here, even just my stretching. I don't want to have to bring the mat out here and pick it up and put it down in the lounge room every day. So it's an obstacle to doing the stretching right now with how tired I feel, with how heavy I feel. Yeah, because I got up to 100.3 this week. Not happy that I went back over 100. I said I wasn't going to do that, and I have done. I understand why. I'm giving myself grace for that, because it was a lot of grief, a lot of heat, a lot of stuff in January. A lot of comfort eating. No binging, no. I am this many days free now. I have to calculate that out. So I'll put that picture up now. So that's really cool. I'm still binge free, and grieving without binging was really hard in some ways, but really good in other ways, because I could feel what I needed to feel. I could eat something when I needed to be comforted, but again, it wasn't a binge. It was just like a normal person comfort eating, and it felt so good. So sad because there was so much crying and so much feeling all my feelings, and sitting in my feelings and sitting with my feelings, or going for a walk with my feelings, or talking about my feelings. And we're all grieving in our own way, so it was hard. It was part of hubby's holiday was we were grieving. So, and it was too hot, so it was too hot to grieve. So it was just literally like 2 days, two days, not 4, 2 days. I literally laid on the couch in front of the fan with nothing on, 0 clothes for 48 hours, 0 clothes. It was that hot. I slept on the couch because I didn't want I didn't even want to be breathing the same air, just the same room. It was so hot. So that's why I'm giving myself grace. I'm annoyed and upset that I've gone back up to 100.3 kilograms, but I know why. And it's not 101, it's not 102, it's not 110, not back up to 122, it's 100.3. So I'm hoping, now that I'm over that initial hurdle with the grief and the heat, I'm learning to adjust to the heat. It is what it is. And I can feel it. But now that I've put on that couple of kilos again, I can see I need to get more weight off again because it's hotter. I'm not coping with the heat as much. So, yeah, it's been a hard couple of weeks. But I've got ideas of how I want to proceed. I'll be starting 75 soft again because I need the structure. I'll be doing 6,000 steps. 10,000 steps is too much, especially in summer. During winter, I'll probably give that bump it up to that again. But at the moment, I just need the 6,000 steps. The 2 weeks that I've had off from vlogging, I averaged, for my 11-day period, I averaged 2,000 steps a day. And that's only because I had 2 days of 4,000. The rest were just 1,500 steps, 1,200 steps. It was just... It was awful. It was awful. So I've gained a bit of weight, but as I said, from the start of summer to the end of summer, as long as I maintain, I don't care what happens in the meantime, because I know that's just what summer is for me. So yeah, I'll be doing 75 soft. I'll be doing 6,000 steps, brushing my teeth, 2.5 litres of water, strength training or stretching, one or both per day. I don't care, as long as I do one of them. Follow the meal plan that I'm just about to talk about, and then something else. Whatever it is, I'll get to that another time. Anyway, but yes, I've got plans, hopes and dreams and things that I'm hoping to get to. After 2 weeks of doing not much. And I don't want to go backwards with any more than I have with the progress that I've made. I've done 6,000 steps twice this week. I missed yesterday again because I was tired. I just rested. But you lose so much condition laying on the couch. Now I understand why in hospital they make you get up and walk if you can, because wow, things are harder. Not just being heavier, but my condition. I've lost condition in 2 weeks. It's amazing how much bed rest, your condition goes out the window. So I've got plans, I've got ideas. I am still here. For those of you that stuck around, thank you. For those who didn't, oh well, I get it. I understand you want more regular content, that's fine. I'm not your cup of tea, and that's fine. Speaking of cup of tea, I'm going to go have a nice cup of tea now. It was a little bit cooler today, so I can have a cup of tea. I love iced tea, but I love a cup of tea. Hubby made some delicious spam musubi for lunch, so I enjoyed that. And now I need a cup of tea. Not green tea, just a regular, good old milk and tea. So, yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go over to my mum and dad's and print out the 2 bits that I need. The 2 protein shake ones and little Vitabits ones. And then I can laminate them and stick them on my... Mum and Dad have the colour printer. We don't have a colour printer. So I'll go to their place and use theirs. So I can print it out, laminate it, and stick it on my thing and start using that hopefully tomorrow. Monday's going to be 42. Did we say Saturday? Tomorrow's going to be normal weather. Not normal weather. Reasonable weather. So I'm hoping to get the room set up with hubby. Then Monday's going to be 42 degrees. And then hopefully I can get to it. I'll try and implement this all slowly, start rather than all one big bang. Because I've got to just implement 75 soft, got to implement the meal planning, the meal planner, and get used to taking daughter to school again. So wish me luck. It's gonna be it's gonna be a day, it's gonna be a time, but hopefully it'll be better than it has been. January's been. If not, well, we'll deal with it. So yeah, I'm here, still kicking, still binge free, so I'm happy about that. That's the good thing that's come out, is I'm still binge free, which, as you know, anyone who binges, you know, that's huge. That is really, really huge. Oh, and 2 things I'll be monitoring is I want to get my blood sugars back down. They're up high again because of summer and because of the lack of exercise. But one thing I want to monitor is my resting heart rate. I'm not happy with how high that is. Oh my God. With all the stress and everything I've been under lately, and the food and the heat, and wow, I've got a heart rate thingy to stick on the finger. Because I was curious. I don't want to take a blood pressure machine because that squeezes and that hurts. I don't want to do that just yet. And that's really expensive. But we got a pulse ox monitor, and pulse ox monitor. And so yeah, they came in handy when we had COVID. The government loaned them to us. And I realised how good that would be. For me, it's nothing I can monitor on my own, my resting heart rate. So yeah, that was a bit of a shock. I did that yesterday, and there's another reason I'm also trying to get my mental gear going so that I can do what I can do, what I need to do to get healthier. So yeah, I've simplified it all down. Don't have to think about it. Don't have the executive function each week. I can even leave it like that for 3 weeks if I want, the meal planner. I don't have to change it if I don't want to. Or I can change 1 or 2 things. But it is what it is. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about it. One less thing I have to think about it. So yeah, that's enough. Oh my God, it's enough waffling. I had lots to catch up on. I'm just all over the place, all over the shop. But hopefully this gives you an idea that I'm here, that I'm still thinking about stuff, still trying, doing the best I can with what I got, and hopefully I can do better next month. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.